Hello, good morning. It's September 12th, 2019, and we're in another episode of our Philippine Stock Market Insights. Okay, so how are you guys? Let's review your favorite stocks. Okay. Don't forget to say hi. Good morning, Jen. How are your trades? My voice is not so good today because I'm feeling kind of sick. So please bear with my voice. Okay. Let's check out my watch list first. Okay, let me just set up our tools. I'm using my Bollinger Band. This is the indicator that I'm using. Okay, and the next one is RSI. Let's set that up. Make this white so it's easy to see. Okay, okay, looks good. Okay, so overall, our PSCI is currently at the short-term resistance for, so let's just put it here. So hopefully that breaks out of the resistance today. But as of yesterday, this candlestick is a bullish candlestick. That means most of the stocks listed in the index have gained in yesterday's market because the index is comprised of uh, the 30 major stocks in the Philippines. It's like a basket where we have that. So that really influences the movement of the index. So hopefully, if this continues, because well, we just need to break that short-term resistance over there. Okay. Now let's check out ATN. ATN is technically, for the past few days, it moved below the MA20 levels, right? And it tried to hit the MA20 line. So by the way, guys, the one in the middle, that's an MA, that's the moving average in the past 20 days. So it tried to hit that resistance there. So what I'm going to do to observe this stock, I'll create a mini Douglas box here. Okay. So the condition is today for us to see some more bullish movements for ATN, this has to start above the MA20 line. Otherwise, there will be a chance that it might go sideways again. It might dip and then move just within this range. Okay. And if I want to get in, I'll get in around this area, 1.20 area. And if the price goes lower than that, then definitely set my stop loss area would be around 3 to 5% below the 1.20 line. Okay. Good morning, Gabriel. Let's check Vita, ABA, and fgen. Okay, check that out. Let me just put that on the notepad. Good morning, Dominic. Wow. How's the weather in South Korea? I think it's already September, starting to be colder this time, right? But this is the perfect time you'd go to Japan and Korea actually, because the weather is cold but not super cold. Okay, Vita, Jen, ISM for Dominic. Well, hi Thomas. Let's check out smph and MBT for you. Okay. Getting gold, yeah. Okay, so let's continue, and this one is for Gabriel. Okay, let's check out Vita first. Vita. Vita is starting to trigger the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, so hopefully this will continue to give us a bullish movement here, because this has already been on a decline for the longest time and we're at a very cheap level. Right, so although if you have already entered at a much lower price, definitely some might start to take profit here. So just observe the market, but for now my assessment is that we might see some more bullish movements for Vita today, especially because of this volume. Okay, good volume. So check that out. ABA. Same with ABA. You already have a green candlestick, and it touched the MA20 line, I mean the upper band. So technically, you're at the, so that could be your resistance right there. So just observe, because you might experience some, price rejection in the resistance area. Definitely, this is a stock to watch out for, because you might also experience a breakout. Okay, breakout meaning, let's say if it starts above the 0.95 area, then definitely, most likely, your resistance will now act as a support. So you might experience this kind of direction, like this one. Let's say it starts over here, goes up, makes a new support, and then goes up again. Okay. So I have the same sentiment for, let's just go back to Vita really quick. Yes. So this is your resistance. You're technically already at the resistance area. Like, let me plot it right here, because it stopped almost at the same spot. Maybe just move that a little higher, around 1.33 area. Around that area. Okay. So the goal is Price has to start higher than that because it might give us like this. So if this is the case, price starts higher than that, then potentially it will go up a little bit, and then people will start to take profit. Then it will create a new support, probably stay there for several days, so that it will strengthen the support before it goes up again. So that's the story. And let's go check out fgen. For fgen, you're now moving above the MA20 line, so that is a good sign. We might see another green candlestick today. We just don't know how big of a candlestick we'll have in today's market, but definitely this is now giving us some good bullish movements here. All right, first we have a hammer. This is a hammer. This kind of candlestick is a hammer. When you see that candlestick appear at the support area, okay, then that would mean we are facing a reversal soon, which is in this situation. We had the hammer near a support, which is the MA20 line. Okay, and then there you have it. It's a bounce, and then most likely we'll have another green candlestick today. ISM. ISM might retrace and go back to the MA20 line. So just observe around 5.25 area. I hope it doesn't break that line. Yeah, it's an area, so just take note. Around 524, 525 area for ISM. Potentially, it might go back to that level. Okay, how's everyone so far? What about ISM? Yes, Dominic, I've added ISM. I hope you were able to hear that. I'll add Ali for you. Okay. Good morning, Russell. ECP for Carlo. And PXP for Jared. And Double Dragon. PPG. Okay. JFC, MEG, and MPI. There. Good morning, Romeo. RCI. Let's check that out for Ryan. Thank you for the reminder. Please be reminded that trade at your own risk. Do your due diligence. Ms. JD, please analyze ABS. Thanks. Okay, thanks, Presidio, for that reminder. Yes. The goal of this session is just simply to exercise our skills, our brains in analyzing charts. So it's still really up to you, because remember, we have different profiles here. I am a position trader. I cannot watch the market full time, so I would always recommend to get in near the support area. But take note, some of you might have the entire day, you're free the entire day to watch the market. So sometimes even the stock is already near the resistance and then it experiences a breakout. You have the time. You can even ride that, provided you have to make sure that you use a faster time frame. Okay, talking about stop loss levels, my risk tolerance is that for the stock I'm trading, it's only 3 to 5% stop loss levels. For the stock that I am an investor of, I don't really mind the big waves, big dips, right? Because my mindset for those stocks is that I will have to add more volume whenever it goes down. So the bigger the dip, the bigger the decline, in an investor's mindset, the better. because you know that at one point it will eventually go up, right? So just be extra careful. Thank you, Presidio, for that great reminder. We have to study, 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 and our money at risk. Our money is at risk, so know your risk tolerance. Benjamin, good morning. Dominic, yep. Geraldo, good morning. Okay, let's continue. So we stopped at ISM. Let's check out smph. smph experienced some resistance at the MA20 line, which acted as our resistance level. So notice we're moving below the MA20 line, and starting July, each time it reaches the MA20 levels, the price gets rejected and then it declines. Same here. Okay. So what we need to watch out for is, so you can create your imaginary line over here because it created a support in this level. Price was hit multiple times in this area, so it might revisit this and challenge this support. Hopefully it just stops right there and then gives us a good bounce. Okay, so watch out for the 34.07 area. MBT. For MBT, we still have the same sentiment for MBT. This is still giving us a support in the area, in this area, but your RSI is already giving us some bullish divergence. So it's just gaining, you know, gaining that. Uh, we just need more volume and more people to start really buying the stock, because we are going to face reversal really soon. Now, it's just a matter of time, because technically for the past 6 days, it's just consolidating within this area. Okay. If I'm to create a small Darvas box here, this is the range that we have right now in the short term for the past 6 days. So when the price reaches this level, it gets resisted or rejected, and then this is your support. Okay, so if you have not entered in the stock yet, your ideal entry price is 69.70 or 69.75. Okay, but look at your RSI, really good looking. Ali. For Ali, nice jump over here. Okay, how far are we from the support? So this is the support. Of course, MA20 line is your support. Okay, not very far yet. Okay, so if the market gives you a chance near the MA20 levels, enter this stock. Okay, you're just near the MA20, because I'm thinking we might see some more bullish movements for Ali, more green candlesticks, but in a day, some people might take profit and might give us a price like around the 49.46 area, then that's already a good entry price. Even better if it reaches your MA20 line. Okay, but definitely we will be expecting some more green candlesticks for Ali in the coming days. ECP. Okay, well, we had a gap up yesterday. So hopefully this gives us another green candlestick. But remember, sometimes it will revisit it might visit the the gap and fill that gap first before it continues to go up. So that might happen today or in the coming days, but definitely at one point this stock might visit this level, the 10.59 level. So we'll just observe, because this candlestick, if this goes, this pattern, if this appears at the resistance area, or at a higher level, then that would mean it might potentially retrace. Let's check out the previous ones, just to show an example. It looks like this. Mhm. So this looks like this, right? This one and this one too. Okay. Whenever we have that pattern, it goes down. This pattern, it goes down. This as well. See that? Okay. So it might give us some retracements. This one. See that? Okay. So just be extra careful. If you have not entered in the stock yet, this is the you can test this area. PXP. Okay, nice. This is starting to trigger the middle line, or the MA20 line. So if this gives us another, if the starting price is 12.34 or much higher than that, and then most action starts to appear above the MA20 line, so we might see some more bullish moves for this stock. Because once it touches, or it starts to move above the MA20 line, look what happens. Your MA20 line becomes your new support. Okay, but when you're moving below the MA20 levels, normally your MA20 becomes your resistance. But in this case, it tried to trigger that, right? It stopped right above the MA20 level. So we might have something like this. When it broke, when it triggered here, when it triggered the MA20 line, it continued to go up, stabilized. Okay, so that's how the stock behaves. Moved up a little bit, it stabilized the new support in the MA20 level, and then continued to go up. Of course, the stock has the rest, and then for this case, in this case, it moved all the way up here. Okay, so we might have the same scenario again. Okay, move up, and then stabilize, and then move up again. That's for PXP. The Double Dragon. For Double Dragon, all right, let's make this as a support, the 21.13 area. And your resistance would be your MA20 line. Resistance, support. Okay. So if the price starts to, or gives you a chance near the 21 level, or 20.96, around that area, this is a good entry price, and this is a good profit taking. If the price does not break the MA20 level and gives you a some slight weakness, then you start taking profit. But if it breaks that and gives us some more green candlesticks, then of course you have to ride the wave. Just observe what happens when the price reaches this level. Okay, we'll review that again anyway. Just join us in our live session and we'll see. But for now, the nearer you are to the MA to this support we have plotted, the better. PPG. For PPG, you have a resistance in this area. So just observe. Oops. Okay, so just observe you are at the resistance area for PPG. Some people might take profit and not really sure where you entered in PPG. If you have entered above here, if you see some signs of weakness now, for example, this stock will give us a red candlestick, then you can probably start uh, partially taking profit in the area so that when it declines and reaches the MA20 level, so when it dips, you can use your buying power to buy the stock again at a much cheaper price so that your average will be lowered down, right? Okay, but definitely you're now at the resistance area. This price level was hit multiple times. So our last is PPG. Good morning, Geraldo, Jared. Yep, I think we already talked about PXP, ABBA for Frank. Yep, we also talked about that. Let's add shlph for Carlo. Okay, JB, good morning. APC, MRC, WPI, hlcm for Geraldo. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. You're welcome, Jared. Okay ba bumuling yun kay CHI? No worries, JV. That's the main reason why we are all here, because we want to share our knowledge, and you're doing the right thing. Every day, consistently, you guys are reviewing the charts so that you know, your mind gets acquainted to the charts, and eventually it will become a muscle memory. Meaning, at a glance, you'd know in a few seconds, you'd know the next direction of the stock. And I hope you're also reviewing our videos right after the market closes, and then just check whether our analysis is correct. Yes, that's what I do every single day. And I'm happy to say that a lot of our insights are accurate. Okay, and we'll continue to do this, and we'll see where our accuracy rate goes in the future. Fen from Frank. Okay, let's add that. You're welcome, Marcel. Now let's continue JFC. For JFC, what I'm seeing is that we might face, I'm thinking we might face a bounce anytime soon for JFC. If not, then you might have a sideways movement first before it goes up. But you are already at the support level for JFC. Okay, this is the support because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's include this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times that level was hit. So you are already near the support, and JFC is a good stock for investing. If you've purchased these shares, if you have some shares right here, I hope you didn't cut your losses for JFC, because this stock is really a good one for long term. Okay, let's say You're here from here, that's around 20% loss. When you have a loss or a negative around this level, I don't recommend you cutting your losses because this is already a big decline on your portfolio. Okay, a cut loss level is around 3 to 5%. If you're okay with that, because sometimes, some people would put 1 million, and a 3 to 5% of 1 million is really big. So, but as for my profile, my risk tolerance suggests that 3 to 5% below my entry price is going to be my stop loss area. And my entry price should always be a support, because if I purchase near the resistance, 3 to 5% will just be a few minutes or hours in a trade. You will be easily kicked out if you enter at the wrong spot. So this is the area. This is the support area that I'm talking about. Okay. We might see some reversals soon. Meg. For Meg, you're also near the resistance level. So this is the MA20 line. Each time price is hit in the area, price gets rejected. But looks like this stock has already created a brand new support around this level, okay, which is also near the MA20 line. We might, hopefully, the price breaks out of the MA20 levels so that we now have a confirmed reversal. Okay, I just tried to create a stabilization around the 5 peso area. So hopefully you'll see that bounce really soon. Okay. MPI. For MPI, I will still stick to my previous recommendation, which is to watch out for a possible action that will fill the gap here. Because there was a gap up that happened previous days, and it had a big move here, but it might revisit the gap, fill the gap before it goes up. Okay, so watch the 4.98 area. Next is RCI. RCI, you're now crossing the MA20 levels. If you have not entered in the stock yet, and if the market gives you a chance at the 1.70 area, then that will be better. Okay, watch out for this level. Okay, 1.69, 1.70, that's the area to watch out for. But maybe, this will continue to give us some green days. This is the nearest resistance that I am seeing. You're actually near that resistance right now. Okay, so get in near the MA20 line, which is your support, and observe this. If you see some weakness and some rejection around this area, then potentially it will retrace again. If the market gives you, more bullish moves and crosses this line, then potentially you have a breakout play there. ABS. For ABS, okay, looks like we have a bounce for ABS. Okay, wait for a green candlestick today. That will confirm the support. Okay, but the nearer you are to the MA20 level, the better. If the market gives you a chance right there. But this kind of candlestick is a candlestick that signifies a possible reversal soon. Let's see previous behavior. Okay. Okay, it's similar to this. Looks like this. See that? This candlestick. Okay, yeah. This one. Yep, we might face a green candlestick today. Because normally, look, it respects the MA20 line. This one overshoots. It exceeded a little bit, but it recovered right away. Respects the MA20. Same thing here. So I'm thinking we might see some reversals soon. Check if the market gives you a chance around the 19.56 area. Okay, if you want to get in. Okay, 19.56 area. Okay, that's the support. Next one is shlph. shlph, you have a resistance in this area. Price rejected it. So if the price today starts higher than MA20, then you might have a good breakout play there. Breakout of your MA20 levels. Otherwise, it might go back. If you have some rejection, it might go back to the 31.84 or 31.85 levels. Okay, so observe, just observe. If most of the action happens on the downside, then potentially it might visit this area. But you can also have a possible breakout because you're already near the resistance. It's starting to build some volume here. Yeah. See then. APC. APC. So how's everyone so far? Okay, this one is for Jose. CLI, let's add that. And I already mentioned ABA, but let's check out Geo for Virgo. Okay, APC, you had a bounce. Okay, let's hope that we have some more green candlesticks for APC. Now, in case you want to get in, this is the area to watch out for, 0.57 area. But we might see some more green candlesticks in the coming days for APC. MRC still stabilizing in this area. 31.31 level is the support that we are seeing, of course, sitting right above the MA29. So 0.3136. That's the support. Still stabilizing. Hopefully that breaks out of that stabilization soon. WPI. Okay. Price got rejected when it reached the MA20 line, but you're also near the support. So this is like doing some sideways movement now. Okay. So that's the support that we are seeing. Okay, makes sense. If you want to get in near 0.67 and then just hang in there for a possible bounce soon. See that? Okay. Just wait a little while for WPI. Wow. This is dangerous. Key areas to watch out for, because what I'm seeing here is that let me see. 13. Okay, 13.73. Okay, so price got hit multiple times here, right, in this level, here and here, 2 times. So watch out if the price breaks down around 13.73 area, breaks that support that we have created, it might go further down. The next area to watch out for would be 1350. Okay, but I'm bearish with hlcm. We might have some more movements on the downside for this stock. Okay, so just be extra careful. Okay, zhi, we also have a price rejection at the resistance of zhi, so it might go back here again. Let's plot that. Check what happens around this level. This level. Okay. This could also be a next area to watch out for. There. 2 key areas because it might dip. We're expecting another red. If it's not red, but definitely price will touch this level and hopefully it just goes up again, right? Because sometimes the stock can do that, like this one. It has reached this level and then it bounces on the same day. Okay, so hopefully we have something like that too. Price starts really low. Let's say it starts here and then bounce. If you have not entered in that stock yet. Okay. Phen. Slow progress for phen, but I think you will face some retracements soon. It's this one, right? Price is slightly higher. Okay, slightly higher from this point to this point, but your RSI is already declining. So that means you might face some retracements. Watch out what happens near the bounce area around your MA20 level, your MA20 line over here. So let's see if it respects your MA20 and gives you a good bounce. Now, if you have already entered in the stock, this is already a profit-taking area for phen. Okay. Make sure to, of course, because the downside sometimes is that for people who are already gaining, they feel that it's forever going to be an uptrend. Nope. Before your gain slowly disappears in your eyes, before start to disappear, you take profit because you're now this stock is giving you some messages now. It's starting to decline, so potentially you'll have some retracements for phen. CLI. Let's check out CLI. CLI is undecided. We might, okay, it is already sitting. You see that? This is like a doji. Start at that level, moved just 1 point, and then went back again. So hopefully this is just resting to the new support resting at that level, and then you might see a bullish move. Okay, hopefully the price starts above it, and then most action starts to happen above the MA20 level so that you have a good bounce. See that? So let's check. Let's check. It's not going to be a good sign though if it starts below MA20 line. So let me just create the support area for this one just in case you want to engage in this stock. That's the support area. Okay. If the price goes lower than MA20, but definitely MA20 is also your support once it starts to move above the MA20 levels. But if you're moving below the MA20 line, your MA20 will act as your resistance. Look what happens here. Whenever this price gets hit, it got rejected and then moves down. This one starting to challenge that once again. Next one is Geo. For Geo, check out the people first. How are you guys? You're welcome, Frank. Hi, Rose. Oh, that's okay. I hope you are also subscribed to our YouTube channel, guys. Rose, we have also uploaded, we will upload this definitely in our YouTube channel. Okay. Share your stock. We might have not, maybe we have not included that yet, and we can review it for you. Let's check out Geo. Geo is now near the support, which is your MA20 line. Hopefully this gives us a good green candlestick today. Actually, it did not even reach the exact spot for the MA20, but it created a new support around the 0.2156 area. Okay, so that's the new support that I am seeing. There you go. Okay. Hopefully this gives us a good bounce. You're welcome, Derek. Good morning. AGI, let's check. Gerald, this is Geraldo, right? Geraldo, AGI. Have we included that? Not yet. Okay, so let's include AGI. For AGI, let's create this support at the 12 levels. Okay, 12, 16, that could be around that area, okay? And then treat the MA20 as the resistance. You're now in between, so this is hard to tell. But definitely, if you would like, you can just trade within the range for now. Wait for the price to reach this level and see if the market bounces at that area. Because, this one, look, giving us that support in this level, but your RSI is already moving up. So we might have, a good bounce, and it did bounce, but we really cannot say if that is already the bounce that this was referring to. Okay. Hopefully this continues to go up this time because we're already at a very cheap level. Yep. And you're also near the support. It's not that far. Okay. So if you're interested in this stock, the nearer you are at the 1210 area, the better. Oh, hello, Ian Christopher. Good morning. Shout out from University of San Carlos, Cebu City. Okay. Are you still in college? Starting to like what's happening right now. Younger people are getting curious and starting to engage in the stock market at a very young age. So instead of, spending your money shopping for the products, right? So I've seen a post the other day on Facebook. Instead of buying Starbucks, Nike, what else? Those popular brands, you can still buy those, but in stocks, right? And be, have that good feeling of being a part owner of those brands. Somehow you're owning those too, right? But not the physical form, not the product. So you can live a simple life and, of course, wiser than the rest by owning these stocks. Okay, yes, I am subscribed. Thank you, Rose. HLCM, I already covered. Yeah, I already covered HLCM, JFC, and Ali. Did I talk about Ali? Yes, I did. For US stock is GORO. Let's check that for you. By the way, guys, I'm also um, I'm trading the US market at the same time. So I have a position in Google, Amazon, and Netflix, and they're starting to move up now. So let's check out Google over here. We had a good bounce. See that? Amazon, we also had a bounce, and Netflix. Price was going down, but your RSI is already moving up. And let's check out. Yes, am I correct? GORO. Okay. GORO. You were correct. I forgot when did you ask me about this? So we plotted that line and then we had a bounce. So it's still saved on my screen. Can you recall when did you ask me this, Rose? Powerful Fibonacci retracement here. Okay, so we had a good bounce. It broke out of that, and I'm thinking we might see some more green candlesticks for this one, but definitely people will start to take profit and might create and stabilize at a new support for this level. This is a good sign. It's triggering the upper Bollinger Band. Okay, so just observe the price action around the resistance area, which is this. Okay, so that's the resistance I'm seeing. Hopefully it breaks that as well. Okay, see how it looks like on the weekly chart. Okay. So just observe what happens around the 3.94 area. Hopefully it breaks. Otherwise, you can already start taking profit. At what level did you enter this stock? Oh, last week. Okay. Okay. So I'm bullish for your GORO. What's the name of that company? Gold Resource Corporation. Well, it's even a strong buy. Check out see that strong buy. That's the market sentiment for this company. Good thing you're already in. Okay, Geraldo, you're welcome. From Ilocos Norte, Derek. Uh, I've been to Ilocos Norte several times. We went to Pagudpud, a very nice place. And of course, once you go to Ilocos, you need to drop by Vegan and then those areas, really great places. Ian. Mhm. I bought 3.89, then bought a 320 and 460, I think. 3.89, 3.20, 460, 3.89, 3.40 at the bounce, and 3.60. Okay, and there's a 460. I think you bought around Feb or in the weekly chart. Yeah, you must be invested in this stock for a long time now. Am I right? So yeah, we might see some more green candlesticks, and hopefully, that would result in good gains for you. You had a good position around the 3.20 area and the 3.89 is close, but good catch at around the 3.20 area for you. Okay, so guys, like Rose, trading in the U.S. market is not that complicated at all. Uh, for instance, if you're in eToro, a lot of us here from the Philippines are already using eToro. You can fund it with your major banks through online banking, transfer funds, and then when you trade with you can set your stop loss levels and then your profit taking area and see the portfolio virtual. Okay, so for example, I want to buy Apple. So just to share to everyone, if you want to buy Apple, for example, and you say you're going to buy $100 worth of shares. No. At market price, this is the amount. Okay, you can buy as small as 100 without leverage. Because when you use leverage, it means you're borrowing money. And then when you borrow money, there is a charge, a daily charge. And normally, I would only trade my own funds. So each time you trade, there's no charge. In the Philippine market, there's even a charge, right? And I can only trade. This is just $100. That's around 5,600 pesos. You can even trade around $50. Doesn't matter. Okay, see, it's not that complicated. Stop loss levels, you can sleep soundly. And if you want to set their stop loss level at $5, if the loss or if the negative reaches $5, it kicks you out of the trade. And then you can set your profit taking area. And then you're good for the day. You can do your thing. See that? Okay, just started in December. My husband got me into this. Oh, very good. You have a good mentor beside you. Yes. Stock market is It's not that complicated. It's risky, yes, because this is your real money that you are dealing with. That's why it requires really discipline. You really have to study because wrong moves will result in, you know, loss of financial resources in a snap of a finger. But it's not that complicated. If you've been watching our live sessions here, we only look at support, resistance, candlesticks, and that's just the only rhythm we have every single day. Because the concept is very easy to understand, but execution is another thing, and that's where majority of majority of us fail at. It's in the execution and dealing with their emotions because sometimes they get carried away and the stock is flying, right? Giving us some foolish movements, and then they start, you know, joining um, groups in the social media. So that's the downside. I used to watch a lot of, read a lot of comments in the Instagram social media page. I joined social media groups every single day, scroll, non-stop scrolling. It didn't help at all. Maybe some. I'll see a lot of news about the stocks. That's a good one. Valid news, right? From valid resources like Inquirer. Those are valid news. But a lot of times people just hype a stock they have already entered, and then they create curiosity. Then the newbies start, dealing with these stocks only to discover that they are already entering it at a resistance level. So as for me, you'll not hear anything about news because I admit that I'm not able to really watch the news about these stocks. I just purely uh, check out the charts for you. Okay, so I heavily rely on the charts when I make my analysis. So your assignment is to read the news, and the more reliable, okay, instead of going to these social media groups, go to PSE Edge. This is a more reliable source if you want to get information about the stocks you are entering. Okay, read the background of the company through this page. Read the disclosures, announcements related to the stocks. For example, phen. September 12th, there's a material information transactions. So this means they have a new deal. So just read the details. So those things, okay? So this is better than, you know, getting your information from social media. Okay. I'll check out, Rose, I'll check out wlcon for you because that's not in yet. wlcon. Okay. wlcon had a, this is just normal because there was a uh, big move the previous day, and then oh, people are starting to take profit. Market is already open, right? Yep, market is already open. People are just taking profit. So the nearer you are to the MA20, because this might give us some retracement, but hopefully before the day ends, it will just bounce, right? Reaches this level and then bounce. Because I'm seeing that potentially we'll see some more green candlesticks for wlcon. People are just taking profit at the moment. Hopefully we have some more bullish moves once the traders are out. Then green candlestick will happen for the day, hopefully. Okay. But if you have not entered yet, then you are to the MA20 level, the better. Okay. So the market is officially open. People are starting to uh, yeah, focus on their stocks. So good luck on your trades today, guys. It's a Thursday. I will have another session tomorrow around 8:30. Okay, my shift today starts around 2 in the afternoon Manila time. So see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye bye for now and you take care.